Hello, David Paul here. I thought this is an ideal opportunity to just show one of the problems of working in a place like the Philippines, but all places in the world have these problems. We're in the middle of November here, and soon we'll be right in the absolute center of the winter. So here in the Philippines, you normally just get sunshine. It cools down a lot, and you get nice sunny English summertime kind of weather. But always in the Philippines, there's always this issue of high rainfall, high humidity, and high rainfall. I mixed some cement earlier on today, and it wasn't required. So what I did is I placed it down there to fill a hole in the yard, which levels the yard out a little bit, so there's a puddle there permanently, and I thought that'll level it out, and it'll be a little bit more dry area to walk on. And then I come out now and I find this situation, there's just rain everywhere. So if anybody wants to live in the Philippines, you really got to take this issue of rain and flooding really seriously. Now what will happen here is this is the yard. It's flooded, and its maximum depth of anything there's about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches of flooding. And there's a drain over there, which is a floodwater drain, which carries away all this water. And at the back of the house, around about 50 feet down in a ravine, is a river. So that river is just a gentle stream, and I assume it's perked up a little bit at the moment. But to be honest, it's never ever going to compromise the safety or comfort of this house. But still, it's problematic working here. You have to do everything you're going to do, dodge in between the situations that the climate keeps putting up for you. Like you'll be trying to work 1 minute and then it's stinking hot. I mean, like the sun is taking the skin off your back, or the humidity is like 92%, and all this sort of stuff. So I would say that anybody wanting to move here, start small. If you're going to build something, start small. Start small and build something that you can handle and control. The house I was building on Tallycood for my personal use is far too big. In retrospect, I realise that, but still, I do want it to ultimately be that size. So I'm glad I've laid out the foundations of it. But if I was actually going to seriously build a house here, and certainly if I was going to start making something out of concrete, I would start building a small building that'll give you shelter. So like one room of the building, not setting out the entire house in one go. Construct one room and get a sound roof above your head so that you're not getting rained on, because this can be quite demoralizing. Having said that, the sun shines every day. The days are about 12 hours long, maybe 13 hours if you count in twilight. And you've got highlights of the day. And if I think about going back to the UK at the moment, it's horrific, the thought. I mean, you're looking at freezing cold conditions. You're looking at darkness, potentially snow. Having to get a fire going all the time in order not to freeze to death. And as we head into January, my previous experiences in my dugout cabins have been that it's gone down to like -5. Granted, I didn't have any heating in those cabins, but still, it is a tough life. So I haven't got to like sit here and think, oh, the grass is greener on the other side, because it's not necessarily. And we're doing well here because my income is going a long way here. We're living cheap, you know. So the plan at the moment, I've got this plant here, which I was going to plant, and I ain't doing that now. And I've got a red palm tree there, which I was also going to plant, because I've run out of well, I've run out of jobs in the house really. What I need to do next is simply wait until payday before I get the tiles. Now start tiling that floor. So nothing I can do. So that's the next thing I think, is to start working on the garden. This yard is just as it is, you know. It's just used as a utility area. The Sari store's there, which is not in operation at the moment, and it's just full of like junk which is built up, I guess, over the years for various things. I don't know what that they've been doing. So what needs to happen now is that we start working on this garden and make it something that we can enjoy and sit out in, and it becomes an extra extension part of the house. And so this is situation A before I get started, and situation B after I get the garden, the Christina done. Like garden the Annalisa, this is now garden the Christina. So we'll see what I can manage to do until I get started on a big job like tiling the floor. Just something to fill the time in. I'm very good at obtaining cheap plants, i.e. free, so I hope I can scrounge some plants off neighbours and just make an impact. Even that one plant there looks, it's like a, you know, joyous looking thing, you know. Put a bit of greenery in your life. And that's it. So pretty glum, horrible day at the moment, but not for long. This will stop soon. With regard to my plans for having what I call green roofs, you know, there's one actually starting itself on a neighbour's house there. There are epiphytic plants growing on the top there, so that shows you can do it, and that's growing in basically nothing. Okay, that's it for now. Jesus be with you.